Well, get on it, doggone it.
All right. Good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. We get together here on Wednesday evenings and talk about vintage radios. Tonight, I'm on the Central Electronics 10A from the year 1952. I always like to say that this radio first went on the market when General Eisenhower was figuring on being president someday, and it's still talking after all these years. I built a transceive adapter such that I can use the output of a Drake R4 series receiver to be the VFO for this 1952 exciter, and it is then driving what used to be a night kit 50-watt CW transmitter that I changed into a single-tube amplifier, and that's driving the L4B and looks like about 450 watts, something like that. Buy-sell trades are appropriate if they're vintage radio related. This is a great place to ask questions about a radio you're working on because there's a lot of expertise present here and somebody may be able to help you out. Okay, I've got 4 or 5 calls written down here, and I'll call 4 or 5 of them maybe, and then we'll go from there. I guess I'll give it to Jay, and Jay can give it to Rusty. And Matt, how about it? Do you want to talk first? KK5DR. How about it? K5LYN.
No, you caught me across the room.
Well, you still want to talk?
All right, I guess I'll go. Well, this is KK5DR, and excuse me, I was eating. I'm on the Yaesu Fox Tango 102, cranking out about 195 watts, something like that, and got the remote VFO, which PLL locks me on 3870. It actually gives me an extra digit on the on the radio. It's 3870.0. And on the VFO it's 870.00. So get an extra 0 there. Anyway, running that 195 watts up into a double ZEP 60 feet up in the air. And that's how it's running here on the Fat Chicken Ranch tonight. KK5DR.
Spectacular radio, Matt. It's always sounded great every time I've ever heard it. No difference tonight. All right, how about KWOZ? What do you say, Dan? K5LYN.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn, and all the other boat anchor shipwreck aficionados, as Keith calls them. This is Dan in downtown Houston, talking on a recently resurrected, in fact, about 3 hours ago, Kenwood TS-830, and using a Shure 444D microphone and driving a homebrew single 4400A amplifier, about 600 watts, and that's about it. I was going to put on a recently acquired somehow at the Orange Ham Fest, a National NCX3 that I got going the other day, and this thing works great. Probably going to take it to the Rosenberg Ham Fest, see if I can sell it and make more room on the desk here. But maybe next week, if I don't sell that, I'll bring that over and try that out. One thing this 830 has proven to me, that if you take a service manual and schematics and their block diagram and you follow it and use your brain and think about where you're going and look at what a diode does and a transistor and resistor, you'll figure out exactly where the problem is and you'll find it. But just got to take your time. And that's about it from here. K8WOZ. Back to that.
Spectacular signal, Dan. Hey, about the NCX3, those were really pretty radios when they were built, but a lot of them have had a hard life. How does that one look?
It's got some kind of stains on the front panel. It doesn't look bad from 10, 15 feet, but up close, you know, there's probably a cleaner I could clean that off with, but it doesn't look bad at all. I've got, I think I may have another panel for one around here. I used to have one, so I'm going to look into that too. But I mean, anyway, it works good. It's very stable receiver. I was surprised.
Well, I had one that wasn't, so keep your fingers crossed on that, but they were pretty radios in their time. All right, Dan, anything else for the net tonight?
No, that's it, I believe.
All right, did I hear WB1E? Doug, was that you a while ago?
Yeah, good evening, Lynn, and the Boat Anchors Net. This is WB1E over here in Bryan. I'm talking to you tonight on the old Swan 500. And this radio came to me just needing only some band switch cleaning. And the trick I found is with some carburetor cleaner and some of those ITs, those cotton swabs that are sharpened like a pencil. They're part of the women's makeup department. Anyway, if you can't find them, ask for some help. And use that. It'll remove the silver oxide just instantly, just with a small amount of rubbing. And if you ever hook some cotton underneath one of those silver contacts on the rotary switch, some very sharp needle nose, if you curl them back towards the contact, they'll restore the tension. So going through an L4B, actually, and I'm going to try and sell this thing again. I'm going to probably lower my price down to $900. It's well modified. It's got the fancy 3500 tubes from RF Parts. Probably got, I don't know, I'm guessing here, maybe 40 hours of key down time. But no problems whatsoever with the amplifier. It doesn't have those big fat heater resistors in there. It's an extremely stable amp, and even has a fairly thorough thread on QRZ. So if you'd like to ever look into it, look up me and my thread on the L4B. Resto, I think is the name of the thread under the QRZ, and my call letters WB1E. Going out on a brand new inverted V up at 95 feet, and I think it's going to be somewhat tuned for 160. However, I'm still going through tuners, so may have to throw a 4-to-1 balun up there. So I'm going to send it back to you, Jay, and everybody else. Really enjoying it tonight. It's been a while, and I look forward to meeting everybody at Belton. So this is WB1E, back to net.
Big signal, Doug. All right, I've got 2 calls written down, and after that I'm going to give it to Jay, let him talk to some people. Did I hear a call KK5LA a while ago? I didn't know who that was. K5LYN?
Yeah, thank you, Lynn. This is Doug here. I was just in there chatting with the guys, playing around, and kind of hanging out, and I enjoy listening to all the boat anchors on the net. But I'm not running any boat anchor gear over here, but I will be standing by listening because I enjoy listening. Appreciate you calling me, and 73 is everybody. This is KK5LA.
Okay, nice signal in Dawson. Okay, KE5Q. Hey, Jim, you still there? K5LYN.
Yeah, K5LYN, KE5Q in Plano. And I was down in Austin over the weekend there, Friday through Monday, and I went down to that $30 million library downtown. That was quite something to visit, that's for sure. And we went out to Bob's downtown there in Austin for the Saturday night. Anyway, I'm half boat anchor tonight. This is the Flex 3000, but we're driving the MLA 2500. Kind of just loping along here at about I don't know, about 800 watts, something like that. And looking forward to seeing everybody in Belton. Won't be long. We got the little Irving Hamfest here locally this weekend. We'll be going there, and then be down there in Belton about 8 o'clock on Friday morning. So anyway, appreciate you calling the net. The band seems to be in great shape. Still getting a little bit of rain here, but I think it's about to move out. K5LYN. This is Kilo Echo 5 Quebec.
Okay. Very fine, Jim. All right. Well, I'll be at Belton Friday and Saturday both, staying overnight Friday. So we're going to make the best of it. Look forward to seeing you up there. All right, Jay, I've still got DAR, OMR, and TXW on my list, but I'll give it to you, Jay, KM5QS. K5LYN.
Oh, righty, Lynn. Well, I had them on there too, so we'll see what happens. This is Jay, KM5QS. Of course, this is the Boat Anchors Unlimited this evening. I am on a Kenwood TS830S, complete station with the 922 amplifier. Electro Voice 664 microphone and a homebrew antenna, open wire line, and all that good stuff. So, what was I going to say? Oh, as to Doug cleaning out the Q-tip fibers, a lighter works good too. They burn up real quick. just don't set anything else on fire. All righty. DAR. Mike, go ahead.
Well, Jay, there was a contact. I heard contact. I think he was trying to get a hold of KE5Q. There was somebody holding contact just before he got turned over.
You got a contact with KG7TR over here in Arizona.
Can you hear him, Lynn?
Yeah, that's Mike, KG7TR. How about it, Mike, K5LYN?
Well, how you doing, Len? You both have nice signals into here on the Homebrew Octal Tribander and the Homebrew Dual 813 linear. Just thought I'd try to jump in here before propagation goes south. It probably won't last very long. Just want to tell you, the 813 linear, I had to replace that big toroid transformer. The damn thing shorted out, and Antec didn't seem too interested in my failure analysis, so I bought another one and stuck it in there. We'll see how long that lasts. One of the guys on the West Coast net said he had 2 of those things fail, so as it is right now, I can't really recommend those Antec toroid transformers for linear. I did want to ask you 2 quick questions, Lynn. How was your weather on your trip to St. Louis, and how many people showed up for your presentation? Go ahead.
Oh, I think it varied between 45 and 75, something like that. It was a pretty good crowd. Best we've ever done, Mike. And by the way, your signal's the best I've heard it here on 80 meters in a long time. I'm on the 10A and the Night Kit and the L4B right now. If you'd been here, I would have had the Cheap and Easy running over.
Okay, that's fine, no problem. Yeah, you got a nice signal into here too. Like I said, just wanted to check in before the propagation went out. How was the weather on your trip? Did you run into any snow or anything?
No, it was fine. It was on the chilly side, but I like winter. You know, it was cold enough you put on a coat to go outside, and that doesn't happen here in Texas very often, over.
Okay, yeah, real fine. All right, I'll let you get back to the net, and I'll just sit here and listen to the news here for a while. K5LY and KG7TR.
Yeah, spectacular, Mike. For those of y'all who don't know, KG7TR is the finest constructor of homebrew single sideband radios in the world, and I'm proud to have his Cheap and Easy SSB, which I use often on the net here. Back to you, Jay, K5LYN.
Oh, okay, then. Yeah, good deal. Oh, and I forgot to mention a minute ago, 8 days. Belton is 8 days away. That's till the 13th. Actually, Jim and myself will be there the afternoon of Thursday and commence to having fun. So we'll see everybody there. And, okay, back to DAR, Mike, up there. Go ahead, sir.
No problem, Jay. I heard him, and I wanted to let him get in here because I didn't know if anybody else heard him or not. But anyway, I apologize for not being on a boat anchor. The 520 sugar is still out there and still working, but I didn't want to wade through 3 feet of water to get to it tonight because we had a bunch of rain again. We've had a little over 10 inches of rain up here so far, and I'm getting tired of treading water. So I'm still sitting in the house on the the SDR with the RAM Italy behind it. But my homebrew antenna, I guess you can call that as boat anchor. I don't know, whatever. It's a 4-band fan dipole at about 40 feet. Anyway, I'm just sitting here listening to you guys, and I wanted to get into the mess anyway. So one of these days I'll get out there. If it dries out enough to where I don't have to have a four-wheel drive to get from here to the shop, I'll get out there and get the 520 sugar hooked up. Appreciate you letting me get in here, and I'll turn it back to you, Jay. N5DAR.
Okay, Mike. Good deal. All righty. Let's see. Jeff, W5OMR. Go ahead.
Oh, is that the best you got? KF5QS, W5OMR. Good to hear you, Jay, and Lynn, and Mike, and all the boat anchors, and all the shipwreck enthusiasts. W5OMR, my name is Jeff. I'm in Splendora, Texas, about 35 miles northeast of Houston. The transceiver is not necessarily a boat anchor, but it's getting some whiskers on it. I'm transceiving on a Kenwood TS690, which is a Kenwood TS450 with 6 meters on it. And then we go into the boat anchor stuff. I'm driving that into a Drake L7 amplifier, pair of 3-500Zs.
and the output of that is going to the input of my old boat anchor tuner, the Heathkit SA2060, which is then feeding a homebrewed full-wave delta loop fed with homebrewed open wire lines, 600 ohm lines, going straight from the tuner and making a big full circle out of nothing but wire. And the apex is only about 30 foot, and the ends are about, well, some of it you can touch from the ground with your hand, but to get the tower back up, it'll go back up, it'll go up to 70 foot to apex here, hopefully before not too long. A lot of rain today, a lot of running around the countryside today, and I'll be on the road the next 2 days, so that's all we got from down here. KM5Q, the little homebrewed AM exciter, plate modulated, is a 6DQ6 that we're working on, John WA5BXO and myself. And it's modulated by a pair of 6 CA7s, I believe. The 2E26s that I chose originally just did not have a current kick for AM, but those that he put in there do, and now it's just a matter of getting everything all purdied up and tied down to some terminal strips and putting it in a case. And I'm hoping to have that thing on the air here before long. Back over to you, Jay, KM5QS, and Alice and all y'all, W5OMR.
All righty, Jeff. Oh, yep, keep them wheels rolling. Make lots of money so you can come buy some of our junk at Belton.
I plan on doing that. I haven't scheduled that weekend off, but my boss suffers from attention deficit disorder. I can tell him something on Thursday, and he'll forget about it on Friday. So I'm going to wait until I get back from Oklahoma on Friday evening. Over.
All righty. Well, hope you make it anyway, so we'll see you there. Let's see. Dang, I forgot who I had on here next. I can't find it. So, who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now, please.
HTR India Sierra. 85 Echo Foxtrot.
K0SED. CT.
Okay, that's 4. I'll start with Doug. Go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, good evening, Jay, and all the people on the Boat Anchors. Tonight, I'm running TR4 barefoot, running 205 watts to a double bazooka, dual bander up about 40 foot. Shure 444 microphone, and the old band is working good tonight. Sure is. Appreciate y'all picking me up, and good to hear all the boat anchors on. The daggum, well, Lord, I can't even think of his name right now, but anyway, I was going to say something and it slipped on man's mind, but I won't be at Belton because Rain is having a Hamfest at the same date, so 14th I'll be at Rain, Louisiana Hamfest. It's about 50 miles away from me, so I can make it easy. Haven't got anything else, but thank you for picking me up, W5IS.
Okay, Doug. Well, I suppose their cooking's okay at Rain, but I know ours is better, but it's closer to you, so I understand. All righty. Well, thank you for checking in, sir. Nick, was that you?
Yeah, it was me. Sorry. I was away from the microphone, guys.
Well, go ahead.
Okay. Jay, it's good to hear from you. It's K5EF. I'll be coming to Belton next week, too. Looking forward to it. Running the KWM2 and 3001 tonight, guys.
Sounds great.
And you would do, too. You're about 30 over 9. Very strong, and I was surprised. It rained so much this afternoon, and thunder and lightning. I figured it'd be very noisy, but it's pretty quiet tonight.
Well, it kind of cleared the atmosphere out, I guess. We didn't get much. We got a little wind down here, and that was about it. I think 0.04 of an inch of rain, and not enough to even get the car wet. I'm still going to have to wash it. So what the heck. But no, looking forward to Belton.
Yep, I am too. David's coming with me and Larry as well, so we'll be there in mass. Take care. It's K5EF.
Okay, Nick. Appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing all of y'all. Let's see. Oh, I'm not sure when you're coming, but Thursday night we're going to have venison chili.
Oh, of course, I'll be there.
There you go. Figured you might. All righty. Thank you, sir. K0SED. Did you bring anything home with you from the Bahamas?
Oh, boy, that's a story, Jay. Would have checked in last week, but somebody stole the antennas and the coax and everything. So we were down there unable to get on the air, so we just had to spend our time over at the casino and eating seafood and all that sort of thing. Anyway, tonight I'm on the good old Kenwood TS520, Collins 30L1, dipole up 40-odd feet, an MC50 microphone, and getting ready to go to Belton. See you there. Back to you, Jay. K0SED.
All right. We'll keep you a spot warm there somewhere. Just remember to, you're not bringing the dune buggy, are you?
Too cool, too early.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, be sure you waterproof that dang coil.
Yeah, for sure.
See you there. MTT, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, hello, Lynn, and everybody on the Boat Anchors Net tonight. It's Mike, WA5MTT in Round Rock. Tonight we're on the Rockwell Collins KWM 380, and the amplifier is a TW1000 solid state amp, and the microphone is Electro Voice 674. And we'll see you at Belton, Jay.
All right, good deal, Mike. Sounding great as usual. Boy, you've got that 380 working really good. Let me see. That's I've had my fair share here for a little bit, so I guess Lynn, did we hear Guy, or is it Rusty's turn?
I never heard Guy. We could always ask if he's out there.
Yeah, Guy, are you around W5CMK? I guess not. Well, Rusty, have you got something up and running? You want to take a shot?
I'll give it a shot there. It looks all right so far, so I'll give it a shot there. Good evening, everybody. I'm not on a boat anchor. I'm on the TF590 Kenwood, and there goes my thing going crazy again. I may be able to come back. Anyway, who else for the boat anchors unlimited? Come now.
Charlie Delta.
Tango X-Ray Whiskey.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, Rusty, I think you turned it back to me. You were real strong there for a minute, and then you kind of dropped down. The band must be changing. I guess first question is, am I on frequency?
Yes.
No, that's not mine. I got a SWR problem.
Okay. All right, I'll go on. Anyway, we got about an inch of rain last night here in New Braunfels, Texas, which is where I'm located with my boat anchors. I'm running the Hallicrafters Twins, SX117 receiver, HT44 transmitter with the matching power supply. We got something going on here. Okay, he stopped. Anyway, that runs into an SB220. I'm running about 1,100 watts. That's fed through coax to a dipole up about 25 feet. And no tuner in line. So I just want to wave a hand at Nick out there. He was about 20 over, and Jay, you're about 25 over. Anyway, that's it from here. Back to net, KL7CD.
Yeah, station sounds good there, Mike. And yeah, I ain't got the SWR problem. So, who was the other station? There's something with the golf, but you're way up frequency right now.
Okay, K5 Papa Golf, is that better?
Yeah, go ahead, Papa Golf.
Thank you. The name here is Hugh. I'm in Petal, Mississippi. Seems like I'm having a little bit of grip problem tonight, but appreciate you guys letting me in here.
I'm on a 20A, Central Electronics 20A 458 VFO, driving a pair of 4-400 homebrew linear I started building a long time ago, and got a Drake 2B. So back to you guys.
Hey, Rusty, can I talk to you a minute?
Hey, go ahead, man.
Yeah, hey, UK5LY, and I just thought you might like to hear it. This is the 10A that you know something about, that's transceiving with an R4, a Drake R4. Anyway, you're sounding good in Austin. You over?
Thank you, Lynn. You're sounding great here in Petal, Mississippi on that 10A. So, matter of fact, I'm picking up everybody just great over here in Petal. Also picking up Nick down in Covington, which is only about 110 miles away as the crow flies back.
Okay, well, we hope you can make one of our meetings one of these days. We're having them about every 6 months, and the next one's going to be down there near Nick, so keep it in mind. All right, I better give back to Rusty. Rusty, thank you for letting me butt in, K5LY, and go ahead, Rusty.
Okay, Lynn. And hopefully this thing will straighten up here in a minute. Anyway, who else is Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Hello.
Somebody said hello. Go ahead. I'm over there having problems too. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited, Nick? Come now.
Whiskey Papa Echo.
Whiskey Papa Echo. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. Kilo Golf 5 Whiskey Papa Echo. Jason in Missouri City, Texas, just southwest of Houston. Tonight I'm on a recently resurrected Kenwood TS 520S, so any comments would be appreciated. The microphone is an RCA DX77 broadcast ribbon mic. I'm feeding an attic-mounted antenna, an attic-mounted random dipole. It's a little bit short for 80 meters, but it does tune up. And I'd like to go to Belton, but unfortunately I'm going to be working. So with that, I'll turn it back to the net at KG5WTE.
Well, that Kenwood sounds great there. Appreciate you checking in. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
WB4 November Whiskey Victor.
WB4 November Whiskey Victor. Go ahead.
This is WB4 November Whiskey Victor. Well, unfortunately tonight I'm not running my boat anchor equipment, but I'm running a DX SR8T by Alinco. But I do have a Collins KWM2 that's been converted to a 2A, a Hunter Bandit 2000B amplifier that matches that, and a bunch of homebrew accessories that I built to match it, because I didn't like the ones Collins made. And I also have my Drake B-line over here. So that's the story here. Name is Frank, and I'm located in Pensacola, Florida. So back to this WB4 November Whiskey Victor.
Okay, appreciate you checking in there, Frank, and maybe you'll get a chance to get them older ones on there where we can hear them too. We'll look for you next time. All right, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited, Nick? Come now. Oh, it's like I ended my string now. I think if I can get the SWRs back down. K5LYN, WK5R. Go ahead, Lynn.
Yeah, okay, Rusty. Yeah, something funny's going on there. We could hear a little bit of fuzz on the audio, and the signal strength is not what it used to be. So I don't know if it's a feed line issue or what, but good luck with it. Okay, anybody want to correct my frequency before I take some check-ins? This is K5LYN. Well, I guess we'll live it. All right, I'm here in Austin on the Central Electronics 10A, and we're putting out, it's close to 500 watts out of the L4B here. Who wants to talk boat anchors tonight? K5LYN calling and listening.
Kilo.
WB5TXW.
Okay, I got Delta Kilo and TXW. Let's talk to you two. Don, talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn, everybody. Name here is Don, Delta Oscar November, north of San Antonio in Comal County. I'm using the old trusty TR4 with a D104 and pushing that into an old L4 amp that I went through. It's got some 500s in it. So no A or no B, just the L4. And out to a double extended ZEP, about 75 feet. Good to hear everybody. Lots of check-ins with various products and whatever, so sounding good. Back to you, Lynn. K5LYN.
Hello, Don.
W5DK.
Hey, Don. I have a history of bringing a lot of neat radios to Belton. What do you got in store for us this time?
Not much. Going out of business, luckily.
Oh, no, that's bad news, because, I'm not going to forget the 75A4 you brought me that time.
Yeah, hopefully nobody else dies soon.
Yeah, well, okay. Keep the thought in mind. Look forward to seeing you, Don. Okay, TXW, talk to us, George.
Hello, Leonard, all around the net from WB5TXW. Pleased to be here for the finest hour of amateur radio for the week. On the S-Line gear, 32S175S3, 30L1. Shure 444 microphones on the 75-meter dipole. So, tremendous signals, great signals. The band sounds attenuated. I'm not used to the band being this quiet, but the band must be working. Okay, Lynn, you up for breakfast this Saturday? Over.
Absolutely.
All righty. Well, I'll be up and at 'em early. WB5TXW back to net.
Lynn, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you still bringing me that Ranger?
I'll be happy to, Jeff.
Yes, sir. You said, what, 150?
Yeah.
Done deal. See you at Belton, W5OMR.
Okay, all right, Jeff. Yeah, we can sure do that. All right. Okay, let's see here. Anybody wants to join us breakfast Saturday mornings, El Nuevo, Mexico, Anderson Lane, North Lamar Boulevard, 8 a.m. Who else for the net? K5LYN calling and listening.
N5BTM.
Okay, BTM, Mr. Ralph.
Hello there, Lynn. K5LYN, N5BTM, Ralph and Spring. Tonight we're on some green machine equipment. We've got the Hot Water 12A, and that's driving a homebrew GS35B. We're running about 800 watts here. 444 microphone, and that's going through a Drake MN 2700 tuner. So, had some good signals on the band tonight there. So back up to you there, Lynn, and we had no rainfall at all hardly. We had some heavy dew, and that's about it. K5LYN, N5BTM.
Well, that's weird because most of us got some. We got some last night, and then again today a second wave came through. It was kind of nice. We need this we need a lot of rain in the winter to keep stuff alive in the summer. And what I would tell you about that station, that has some powerful audio. If you were working DX, they'd come back to you first. Over.
Okay. I meant to tell you that that 10A is really sounding good, and Jay's 830 is really sounding good, along with a lot of other good sounding rigs also. Yeah, we hadn't used the old Hot Water 12 in a while, so glad it's still working. N5BTM.
Yeah, it hadn't lost a thing since you last had it on. It's talking up a storm. All right, who else for the net? K5LYN calling.
Charlie, November.
Okay, I got TS and CNN. Scott, talk to me.
W5TS, good evening, Lynn and the group. I'm in BK, Texas on Kenwood 520. MC60 Death tonight. Everyone's sounding good. Lynn, I'm going to be at, I got off this Saturday from work, so I'm going to be at the Houston Hamfest in Rosenberg. I'll be thinking about you guys. So back to you, W5TS.
You mean you'd go to a Hamfest instead of have breakfast with us?
Sorry, Lynn. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's going to take some getting over. All right. Have fun, Scott. We'll catch you next time around. Okay, moving on. Who was CNN? Over to you, K5LYN.
This is Kilo Charlie 6 Charlie November KC6 CNN. Name's Gerald. QTH is Harlingen, Texas. I'm talking to you on a Drake TR4 barefoot through a Drake MN 2000 antenna tuner to a double bazooka. That's up a double bazooka 80-meter dipole. That's up 40 feet. First time to check in. Back to net.
Okay, Gerald. Yeah, I didn't think I recognized your call there. Well, welcome aboard. We're here every Wednesday, and we've been doing this for many years. My station that I'm on right now is half Drake. This is a Central Electronics 10A from the year 1952, and I figured out how to use the Drake R4 receiver to be the VFO for this 10A, so I'm transceiving in the manner of the Collins S line. But so your TR4 is doing a great job. Tell us the story. Is that an old radio or one you acquired recently? What's the story on that?
No, I bought it here a while back. Never really messed much with it. And had a buddy here, Rick. He checks in on the boat anchor on his constant WD580C. He helped me go through it. Well, actually, he went through it and got it all tuned up working for me. And I put it on the air. I do a lot of monitoring. I've talked to Jay a few times. And like his antenna that he's got up there. And I decided to check in tonight. I was feeling well enough to check in and thought I'd give it a yell.
Well, I'm glad you did. We're always here on Wednesday evenings. Any chance we're going to meet up with you at Belton in a week and a half?
Jay's been talking to me about going up there. I've never been. I'd like to try it. I don't know. I'd have to see. If I'm feeling well enough, I think I'll go. Hey, just a quick question. Does the audio sound okay on this?
The audio is a little bit crisp. I would ask what microphone you're using.
I'm using the D104. I was talking pretty close to it. I'm back a little bit now. Is that better?
Well, the D104s, if it has the original crystal, they're all aging, and they're all getting to where they sound a little bit more crisp than they used to be. You know, the full fidelity is not there. It's working okay, and your audio is perfectly clear, but it's got an awful lot of highs in it. I would check and make sure you've got that capacitor in the back, you know, that you balance between upper and lower sideband to make sure that the background noise sounds the same. If that's correct, I would say that crystal's on its last legs, and I'd recommend keep your eye out for a Shure 444. Over.
Yeah, QSL. I'll try to find one of those. I've got a MC50 that I also have wired for this, but I haven't tried it out yet.
Well, yeah, I have no idea how that might work. I never tried it. But yeah, it's a little bit on the crisp side. Not distorted or anything, but that's pretty common among the old D104s.
Okay, well, I appreciate the input there. I'll keep my eye open for one of those microphones. And back to you, KC6 CNN.
Hey, Lynn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, can I talk to him for a second?
Absolutely.
Hey, good evening, Gerald. You might be down the band just a hair. That may be why you're sounding a little high-pitched. And other than that, it sounds pretty good up here.
He's about 100 cycles low.
Okay, is that any better?
Getting there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay, I must have drifted a little. This TR4 drifts quite a bit.
Yes, sir. We're familiar with that. Are you? How are you doing? Are you better?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. I've seen the doctor. I was hospitalized again, but I'm back out and I'm doing well. Can be expected, and feeling good today. Feeling real good, and wanted to jump in and check in. I was going to try to monitor later to see if I could catch you on, but wanted to jump in on the boat anchor net. Never done it before.
Okay, well, you're welcome here every week. Yeah, if you can make it, if you feel well enough and you can make it to Belton, that'll be like a shot of vitamin. I mean, that'll make you feel good for a long time. So anyway, hope you get a chance to come up there. I better turn it back to Lynn so we can get on down the road. But thanks for checking in. Back to you, Lynn.
Okay, Jay, well, I was thinking I'd probably talked enough, but let me take one more check-in. If there's anybody out there who wants to talk to me, then we'll give it to you. K5LYN.
Corpus.
Wow, there was so many people there. Did I hear something about Corpus?
Yeah, this is Robert, K5, Little Yellow Taxi in Corpus.
Oh, hi, Robert. We haven't talked to you in a long time. How you doing?
Yeah, I finally got my dipole back up after Hurricane Harvey. And I'm on a Drake TR4 CW, so we got good company here.
Oh, that's a rare radio, the one with the CW. I've had a lot of Drakes, but I've never had the TR4 CW.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's kind of weird. You got to unplug the mic, and you got to unplug the key to be on phone, you know. So I don't know how they ran these things mobile.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'll tell you what, you got a nice signal into Austin. Did you tell me it's barefooted or you got an amplifier?
I'm barefoot here.
Wow, the band must be really good tonight. Great signal. Okay, Robert, good to hear you. Anything else for the net tonight?
Well, I've been so long since I've been on the phone here, we could talk for hours. It's so good to hear you, Len. Sounds like you're in good health. K5LYN is K5, Little Yellow Taxi.
Yeah, the only trouble is I don't get younger every year, you know, that's the problem. Jay, pick it up, KM5QS, K5LYN.
Okay, Lynn. Yep, sounded like there was a bunch of them out there. Alrighty, who's next?
Well, I'll try Jay, Hotel Norway, India. Good evening.
Well, good evening, Steve. Go right ahead.
Well, I was going to drag my feet. There was somebody else in there. You want to pick them up?
Well, I'm hearing you right now.
Okay. All right. Very good evening all from WD5HNI. Name here is Steve, located here in the Texas Hill Country. It's been a while since we fired up this call and zip line, so we thought we'd dust off the bunnies and run them out the house and see what's shaking. Man, you guys made me laugh here tonight. The vitamin of ham radio that come to Belton, boy, that made my day. Just like the Geritol said, right? I guess. But anyway, everybody's sounding very good, and usually about this time of night, the band has already drifted off. So good to hear everybody. A little bit of noise, but not too bad on my end. Just running the call and zip line barefoot, about 120 watts out. That's it, Jay. Infinite here is a 160-meter loop, fitted with the open feeder, and all that, and the mic here is an old 444D. And that's the rundown there, over.
Okay. Well, it sounds pretty good. Yeah, looking forward to Belton. 8 days. Jim and I are going to be there cooking as usual, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Sure is. Alrighty, let me see who else I can get while we still have a band. It's been exceptionally good so far. Who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now, please.
5 Lima.
X-Ray Golf.
Charlie X-Ray Golf. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, you had a 5 Lima in there also. K56G. Didn't get a chance to get on the boat anchor tonight. Got tied up with other things, so we're on the 850. It's kind of a boat anchor. Hell, it's 30-something years old. Anyway, want to say hello. Been off for a while. Hadn't heard anything. It's been terrible conditions out here in West Texas till about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, but it's been pretty bad. But we're hearing you today. Next week is daylight savings. Who knows? It's anybody's guess. Anyway, everybody have a good week. I will check in more often with one of the older radios. Didn't make it tonight, but anyway, everybody have a good week. Catch y'all later, and hello to George in war mode on that radio again. I don't know about that. Anyway, we'll talk to y'all later, K56G.
Okay, Bob. Good deal. Alrighty. Let's see. You said 5L. That must be Tom up there in San Antonio. Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, good evening, Jay, and the Boat Anchors Net. Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And just want to jump in and say hello to everyone on the Boat Anchors Net this evening. Running the usual setup here, talking on a Central Electronics 200B and D104 microphone, homebrew, open wire fed, doubled up about 15 feet, and listening on an R390A. So everyone's sounding great this evening, and that's all I have. Back to net, KC5L.
Okay, Tom. Man, those Central Electronics always seem to sound pretty good. I saw 2 of them today on QTH. Both of them looked like they just came out of the box. But I don't have any room, so what can I do? Anyway, well, thanks for checking in, Tom. Anything else?
Nope, that's about it. And I'll have to look up those 2 radios and take a gander at them. So thanks for pointing that out. But that's all I have, KC5L.
All righty. Thank you, sir. Anyone else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. I may have run dry for the moment. Rusty, if you want to take another shot, go ahead.
There was a station in there.
Well, I couldn't hear him. Can you hear him?
This is WK5RKN5XG, I believe it was. Go ahead.
You sounded good, Rusty. Call him again.
The N5XG, and I just jumped out again there. N5XG, are you there? All right, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Anybody else want to check into the Boat Anchors Unlimited net? Come now.
Pre-check WB4 November Whiskey Victor.
WB4 November Whiskey Victor, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. I forgot to mention earlier when I checked in that I'm running 100 watts. I think I said I was cool quota. And I didn't specify that I'm operating a remote adjustable motorized halfway giant set up in the configuration voltage tune antenna.
Roger. Well, I've not seen one of those, but whatever it is you got, it's working good getting all the way over here to Northeast Texas from Florida.
Oh, I appreciate that. If you've got a minute, I'll tell you about it.
That's okay. We're trying to get everybody checked in we can before the band drops out on us.
All right, go ahead. WB4NW.
All right, catch you later. All right, anybody else for Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. I don't hear anybody else, Lynn, and I know I've probably got some distortion. I think I got something loose out there at the antenna I might have to check out sometime. So back to you there, Lynn. K5LYN, WK5R.
Okay, I know you turned it to me, Rusty, but I just about lost you. Let me ask Jay a question. Hey, Jay, it seems to me like we hear Rusty several times strong when he first starts talking, then it goes down. Could that radio be cutting back on him, Jay? What do you think?
He lost his amp.
I think he lost his amp, Lynn.
Okay, maybe that's what it is then. All right, because I couldn't quite figure out why I heard him great every time, and then suddenly he was gone again, and that's what I heard that time. So maybe we can help him get it figured out. All right. Okay, this is K5LYN. Who else wants to talk boat anchors tonight? I'm listening.
Good work, David X-Ray.
EDX, Byron.
Yeah. Hello, Lynn, and the rest of the Boat Anchor Net. This is WA5EDX Portable 5 tonight over in Deep East Texas in Houston County. And I'm not on a boat anchor. I'm on my portable rig on ICOM 736. Just wanted to make a shout out to everybody, and we'll see y'all in Belton in a little over a week. Looking forward to that. Glad everybody survived the wind and rain we had today. Guess that's all I have, Lynn, and you're really sounding good up in Houston County here tonight. WA5EDX.
Hey, Byron, tell me a little bit more about where you are in East Texas. What's the next closest town that I might have heard of?
Okay, well, I'm halfway between Crockett and Groveton. Halfway between Crockett and Groveton, if you know where those are.
I know where Crockett is. All right, that tells me enough. Okay, and what's the antenna you're using out there in the portable QTH?
Inverted V, and I'm barefoot.
It's doing great. Yeah, nice signal into Austin. All right, look for you up at Belton. I'll be somewhere out there in the parking lot as usual. All right, who else for the net? K5LYN.
Comment,
go ahead.
Yeah, Lynn, there was an N5XG trying to check in a little while ago.
Let's try it. N5XG, you still there? Well, I'm sorry we didn't hear it. All right, who else for the net?
KC5LTG.
Okay, KC5 and LTG. I might need some help with that. Make us a transmission, sir.
Kilo Charlie 5, Lima Tango Golf. Yeah.
I can. You're right above the noise level. Anybody hear any better than I am?
Lima Tango Golf in Louisiana, I think it is.
Go ahead and talk to him, will you?
Lima Tango Golf, if that's correct. Go ahead and take a round.
Good KC5LTG. Name is Kyle.
Okay, Kyle. Tell us about your station.
We just purchased an ST991 about a week ago, and we're getting on the band first time release, and we've a little review.
Okay, so his name is Kyle, and he's got an FT991, fairly new, and just wanted to check in.
Okay, well, I can hear him talking, but don't get the words. So thank you, Mike, for the relay.
No problem. Anything else for the net there, Kyle?
No, I just want to see if I can make it in. Been a ham for many years. I've been off the net for about 5 years. I want to say hello and just getting back into the hobby.
Well, thanks for checking in and welcome back. Do you have an amplifier, or are you running barefoot? Sounds like you're barefoot. 100 watts. Okay. All right, Kyle, come back again. We're around here around 7 or 7:30 every Wednesday night. QSL.
Okay, good to know. I'll definitely do that. Thank you. KC5LTU Louisiana. I'll stand by.
Okay, back to you, Lynn. Over.
Hey, okay, Mike. Thank you for picking him up. And hey, a quick question between you and I. Mike and I have been doing some emails back and forth on a radio he's working in. I keep trying to figure out what might be happening there, Mike. There's no chance that the band switch is in the 160 meter position by accident, is there?
Well, it's not by accident, but it could be there. Depends on how the knob works. But once you bottom out in one direction, that's pretty much it, and I'm not there. So, hey, I'm going to check on it tomorrow. I'm going to start working. Nick suggested to me to check the cathode follower tube first, and so I'm going to check those voltages first, and we'll see where we go from there. I hope it's not too complicated, but if I can locate the problem area, then I can start checking resistors and stuff like that. QSL?
Yeah, I just can't figure out why it would want to peak up, with the knob in that position, because, there's not any RF there that we can think about, based on the synthesis of the 9 megahertz and the output of the VFO at 5.
Something has happened, Lynn, because earlier I got 12 watts out of it, and both of those adjustments were in the 3.9 area. So it was tuning up properly on 75, 80 meters, and all of a sudden it's done something different. My output's way down, and the amplifier wants to tune up around 160. In fact, if I could turn the capacitor further, I would get more output, but it locks up because that's the end of the travel.
Strange. Well, let's look at it as a learning experience, because if it's happened to you, it'll happen to one of the rest of us sometime. So we'll all get together and get it figured out. Anything else, Mike, on your end?
That's it for me, Lynn. Go ahead.
All right. Thanks for picking up that fella. All right. Who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening. Okay, we might be about to wind it down here. It's been a spectacular net with folks checking in from Arizona and all over the United States, and some excellent expertise exchanged here. Anybody else want to talk to me before I give it to Jay and let him make a final? K5LYN. Jay, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, sir. So far, we've had 29 check-ins counting us. Some solid check-ins, too. It's been pretty good. All right, folks, that being said, we're getting close to running out of people, so anyone that we haven't talked to yet that would like to check into the Boat Anchors Unlimited, come down, please.
Okay.
I thought I heard somebody key the mic, but I didn't hear him say anything.
That's in California, I am, boys.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I keyed up, but I had to zero bait it.
All right. Any regular check-ins besides the AMers in California who are probably not interested in our net anyway? Although if they can hear me and they want to check in, I guess they could.
Wonder what you've been up to. And I don't know if I mentioned to you or not, but I got your 707 done. I think I did. I think I emailed.
Wait a minute. Is that? Dang.
Anyway,
that's AM.
That's AMer.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, Lynn, they just effectively plugged my ears from Tucson, Arizona, so I'm not going to count him as a check-in, but Rusty, well, anyway, the rest of y'all, hopefully I can get over him with about 1,300 and some odd watts. We have enjoyed it. This has been an excellent net. We've had lots of people check in. We're 8 days away from Belton. So we'll have a chance to visit one more time before we go down there and eat way too much and have way too much fun. Looking forward to seeing everybody. See y'all next week.
Hey, Jay.
7-3 from this station. And y'all be careful so we can see you again next week. And then at Belton. So, Rusty, you want to do your thing and then pass it back to Lynn, and I'll get out of the way. KM5QS.
Okay, Jay, WK5. Somebody said, hey, Jay, who was that?
It's KL7 Charlie Delta. If you give me a chance, I'd like to just kind of talk to Jay for just a second.
Okay. Can you still hear Mike, Jay?
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Okay, Jay, I'm leaving Friday this week for Phoenix. My mother has cancer, and she's getting real close. And I'll be back on the 11th, I think it is. Yeah, the 11th, unless she passes away. And so my plan is, if she's still hanging in there, is to come back on the 11th and then head to Belton on the 12th, which is Thursday. I'll be there in the afternoon or early evening and stay there for, through the end of the Hamfest. But just to let you know, you and Jim know, I'm planning on making it, and if I don't, that's the reason I didn't.
Oh, okay, Mike. Well, that's a very good reason. But yeah, Jim and I should be there the afternoon of the 12th. And if you can make it, we'll serve you up some venison chili. Jim is a pretty darn good cook. So anyway, and best wishes for your mom and all that. So I know what you're going through, but we're thinking about y'all's prayers and all that. So be careful, Mike, and we'll see you when we can.
Okay, I appreciate it, Jay. Yeah, she's 89, she's lived a long life, and it's just a matter of time. She's with my sister out there in Phoenix, and my sister's the primary caregiver and all that, so I wanted to try to make this trip and give them as much support as I could, but if she passes away, during this time, then I'm pretty much going to be out of pocket for, a week or so.
Oh, yeah, I know. I understand.
Very good, Billy.
Okay, Mike, good deal.
From K7EMF. Well, the RE320 sounds very nice.
Okay, Rusty.
Okay. Yeah, well, right now it's working. I don't know if it's just a bad connection on the wheels on my tuner or if I got something loose on the antenna, but for the moment it's working. So, is there anybody else left out there wants to check in the boat anchor's net before we shut this thing down?
That seems to work out pretty good. So getting this old stuff.
And those California stations, Arizona, are coming in strong.
Yeah, they're nice and loud.
Yep. I don't hear anybody else out there except the regulars that already checked in, so I'll throw my 73s out there. Appreciate everybody checking in, everybody putting up with my distortion and stuff tonight with whatever the heck's going on over here. And we'll see y'all next week. This is WK5R. I'm going to turn it back to Lynn for his 73s, and then we'll turn this frequency back to normal amateur abuse. Go ahead, Lynn. K5LYN, WK5R, and I'm working right now.
I'm out, y'all. 73s, K5LYN.
All right, see you later, Lynn. All right, we are now closing this edition of the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net and return the frequency back to normal amateur abuse. And I'm working right now.